What's up guys, CEO here with another Showdown Live. This time we're gonna jump down to UU with the team I just kind of whipped up. It's probably not very good, to be perfectly honest, but I did test it and it was somewhat successful against the very low ladder, so I may win a game or something. First up we have Sylveon. I actually meant to change this to Hidden Power Fire because there's lots of scissors running around, but sub and 3 attacks. I kind of want to try out Echoed Voice just because I've never really used it before, if I'm being perfectly honest. But I think it could be cool. I was looking it up just for random league stuff and kind of built this team around it, so just gonna test it out, I guess. Next up we have Life Orb Hydreigon. I kind of like Hydreigon in UU right now because there's like some fairy types running around that hit pretty hard, but for the most part you can actually get a couple of pretty big hits off with Hydreigon that people aren't really expecting right now. U-turn, Crunch, Outrage is just a lot of good coverage, and Tailwind's there just for support for the rest of the team. Next up we have Darkinium Z Kofag. I kind of just wanted a ghost type that could block Rapid Spin, ideally. I don't really have a ton of hazards on this team. I actually only have Stealth Rocks, but it's kind of nice to get them up and keep them up. I guess I could actually add Toxic Spikes onto Kofag now that I'm thinking about it. Depending on how the first couple games go, I may change that actually mid-live. I don't actually know how long this live is going to be because I have to change around laundry soon, but I'm going to kind of just keep going until then. But Pain Split, Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Ball are pretty standard coverage, and Z Memento. Memento basically makes it so I faint and the target lowers their attack and special attack by 2. I can use the Z move paired with that. First of all, to take knockoffs a little bit better, but second of all, to be able to heal up the switch in that I have up to full. It's just kind of nice. Next up is Choice Scarf Magneton. Kind of a personal favorite of mine, actually. If you guys know me, you may know that I actually prefer Magneton to Magnezone personally. It just basically hits just as hard and is faster, and in my opinion is a little bit cooler. I just remember my base set Magneton that I used to have, the little hollow and stuff, but anyway, that's weird, unnecessary nostalgia. This is pretty standard coverage for it. I'll just move on. Pretty standard Gliscor here. Toxic Orb. There's a lot of Gliscors running around right now actually that pretty much have this exact same set, so it's pretty standard. And finally, Choice Scarf Kyurem. It seems like this is actually kind of the MVP of my first couple of games because people didn't really know how to handle like a pure special like tank offense or like wall breaking tank, I guess. I'm not really doing a good job of describing this team, so I'm just gonna shut up and find a battle. I'm not really super familiar with UU. I don't really battle too often in it, so I'm probably not going to do super hot, but it is kind of fun to face these threatening things that I wouldn't really otherwise see in OU. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what to do. He's probably just going to lead Fortress if I had to guess. So I kind of just want to lead Magneton and either Volt Switch or HP Ice. He's Azelf. Okay. Does he go straight Crook on this? We'll see. No. This is his rocker? Okay. So I don't really want to go for HP Ice again. Let's just go Gliscor, I guess. He's probably going to U-turn. Oh, he did go knockoff. Okay. Well, if anything was going to get knocked off, I kind of wanted it to be the Toxic Orb just because it didn't really do quite as much as the other stuff. I'm going to go for a knockoff of my own. Hopefully get leftovers off of Fortress if he goes into it. He could go Blastoise, I guess, and just Mega Evolve, and then my knockoff will be totally useless. But I didn't really see the need for rocks because nothing on his team actually takes more than neutral from it, and he has 2 resists. Alright, so that was shit. I forget if Mega Blastoise actually gets a speed boost. I don't think it does. Okay, I should be able to U-turn out. Unless he has speed investment. Yeah, okay. So now I will just go back into Magneton, because he's probably going to go for an Ice Beam. I'm not going to take it super well, but... Oh, okay. Crit Water Spout is also just kind of wrecking my face. So now I get to go into Kyurem and Draco, I think. I wasn't expecting Water Spout at all, so that was good. Is Water Spout boosted by Mega Launcher? Okay, so Water Spout shouldn't be doing that. Okay. Well, I was kind of hoping it would kill there. I think I kind of just have to rely on Sylveon's bulk and try to sub up here. This isn't probably going to be a very good first battle. Mega Blastoise is very powerful, and this team admittedly doesn't have the best switches for it or whatever. But hey, that's nice. Can't really do anything to it besides HP Fire, but it's nice that I got a sub up on it, I guess. Okay, so I'm actually gonna attempt to use Echoed Voice here. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna sub again, because he's gonna Scald and try to break this. Oh, it's a speed tie? That's annoying. Okay, so the speed tie between me and Empoleon is pretty annoying, but I should be able to just start spamming Echoed Voice here. It's not going to do very much on the first couple of hits, but after turn 3 it should be able to do a decent amount. And Scald is probably doing around like 20% if I had to say. Oh, that's even better, because now I get to stack this damage on something that actually takes damage from it. He's gonna Thunderbolt, I would assume, and break the sub, but that's okay. Discharge works too. So cool thing now is Echoed Voice is gonna kill. And if he switches again, it's just gonna do a ton of damage. Cool. Depending on what he goes into here, Echoed Voice could also kill that, because Echoed Voice very quickly starts stacking in damage. Should be able to kill Azelf. Okay, well, maybe kill something else. I think I might be able to even 2-hit KO Empoleon. Whew! That damage. Alright. Just keep spamming. Just keep spamming. What do? We spam. So I'm curious what he's going to do here. Yeah, I was going to say Crocodile should outspeed. Crocodile is going to outspeed. Knowing that he's going to outspeed and go for an Earthquake, I'm going to go into Gliscor and get a U-turn off, I think. Okay. So now we'll see if he's Scarfed, if he switches out. He left. Okay. Judging by the fact that he left, I'm going to assume that it's a forfeit. I'm going to try to find another battle, and hopefully I don't have to find 2 games at once, or play 2 games at once. But that game kind of proved to me that Echoed Voice Sylveon can actually do something. GLHF. Happy face. Gastrodon's going to be annoying. I think I'm pretty safe to just lead Hydreigon and double if he leads Ninetales, which is likely. I might actually just want to lead Gliscor and double, actually, now that I think about it. Because Gliscor matches up a little bit better against Infernape and his own Gliscor. But that's fine. I can just go Magneton here. He is gonna Nasty Plot straight up. Are you Sash? Either way, Flash Cannon's gonna hit something. No, it's just dead. Okay. One of the reasons I like Choice Scarf Magneton is because it's actually a little bit faster than Choice Scarf Magnezone. Magneton has 70 speed and then loses a little bit of speed when it Mega Evolves, kind of like Electabuzz to Electivire. So I should just be able to go Cofagrigus here. All the setup options. Okay. We'll go for a Pain Split, assuming that you have something to hit me. Okay. So goodbye Iron Fist. Hello HP. We're both getting worn down here. You didn't lose HP from an item, so I should be able to take this fairly well. Oh, you're just gonna keep setting up. Okay. Well, how badly do I need Gliscor? Not that badly. Let's just go for an Earthquake then. Yeah, because Gliscor should be able to take that and wipe out Infernape. Okay. Did he forfeit too? It says skip to end. Oh, no. I just forget that it does that sometimes, I guess. Alright, so he can pretty much just go into Araquanid here and punch me if he wants to. And the only switch I have is to probably just go into Cofag, I would think. And get rid of Water Bubble. Cool. 58. Okay, so he probably outspeeds. I don't outspeed anything on his team, but on the off chance that he doubles here, I'm going to go for a Z Memento and try to heal up either Gliscor or just get a free switch into something. Okay, he does just go for the safe liquidation. That's fine. I can go Hydreigon here. Not really a reason not to outrage, to be honest. So just go for it. Okay, so I lose Levitate, which kind of sucks because he does have Gliscor and Gastrodon that he can go into now and hit me with. However, he has to switch into a Life Orb Outrage here and sacks Araquanid, which is nice. Gliscor is a little bit better now, and he basically just has 3 walls, so I can actually probably just spam Echoed Voice again now that I look at it. I kind of like this, so let's just go for an Outrage. You're probably just Fizz Def. Whew, still does so much though. Spread that mommy, spread that mommy. I'm just gonna go for a Tailwind. If I get confused and kill myself, it's whatever. Good shit, Hydreigon. Toxic kills me. I'll be able to go Sylveon pretty much free and sub up here. He goes for Toxic here, that would be literally perfect. Please go Toxic. That's fine too. Because now I just spam Echoed Voice. %. Should be a 3-hit KO here. Potentially a 4-hit KO. And then I can clean up with Kyurem. Okay, so This is interesting. I don't actually know if Echoed Voice stacks. Oh my god, it does. That is fucking amazing. I had no idea if Echoed Voice stacked even if he used Protect. So basically something's just getting fucking nuked here. He's just powering it up even more for me. I assumed he would have just went for an Earthquake there. But I should be able to OHKO Gastrodon now. Please do this. Yes! Oh my god, this is working out so fucking well. I fucking love Echoed Voice Sylveon. This shit's amazing. I might need to actually save this live until after I used Echoed Voice in the league. It depends on how excited I am to share this with everyone. I'm kind of surprised he didn't just kill me or do damage with Gliscor. But Echoed Voice is absolutely 100% OHKO and Gastrodon, or Mandibuzz if it OHKO'd Gastrodon. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I had no idea if Echoed Voice actually stacked the damage still if it used Protect. But judging by the fact that it went from, what was that? It went from doing 29% to a Protect to doing 91%, that's pretty fucking amazing. I'm gonna go for a sub on his Protect here, because I think he's just gonna try to Toxic Stall me here. In the politest way possible, the Sylveon is just absolutely decimating everything. Unfortunately, I broke the Echoed Voice change by going for a sub, but that's okay, because he's gonna have to Protect here, kill me off, and I can actually go Magneton and just kill both things with an HP Ice. I may have to switch out again on Mandibuzz, but whatever. HP Ice. It may actually 2-hit KO Mandibuzz if he switches into it here because of my analytic boost, but he got greedy and thought that I wasn't Scarf. That's also part of the reason why I love Choice Scarf Magneton, because people don't really expect it, because it's kind of a slow Choice Scarfer. But he forfeited. Did the other guy forfeit officially too? He did. Okay. Cool. Alright, so starting off this live with 2 wins is a lot better than I thought I was going to be doing. So that's kind of cool. It looks like this is a hard-ass Sand team. So, Sweeper, Setter, Lead, Mega? Okay. So this is like the hardest of Sand teams, meaning that Sylveon's probably going to do a little bit less this game just because of the residual damage. My answer to Aerodactyl is probably Kyurem. And Kyurem looks like a pretty decent lead. Kyurem looks pretty important in this game, but I can also just lead it and be pretty intimidating right out the gate. So part of me really just wants to go for the Ice Beam, thinking that he's just going to set up rocks with this. So that's what I'm going to do. He does just go Empoleon. Okay. I was torn between Ice Beam and Earth Power there, but it's not really the end of the world. Now I can just go Gliscor, as he probably sets up the rocks. I guess it didn't really occur to me that like everything on his team could set rocks, so I have no idea what will. But he could just go for a Flash Cannon here too, I guess. I don't think Empoleon really commonly runs Flash Cannon, but this one does. Okay. So rocks aren't really gonna be very helpful this game, seeing as how everything's a ground type, so I'm just gonna go for knockoff. It is Assault Vest, which is interesting. But Gliscor is down early, which kind of sucks, but is workable. Magneton is going to be hard to work with this game. I just noticed. So maybe I can actually... I could try to go Magneton and scare him out. 262. Could go Kofag. I kind of like this play better because it's safer. I'm just gonna go for... I'm gonna go for a Will-O-Wisp here. It'd be nice if he got greedy and just went straight to Stoutland, but he shouldn't do that. He should probably just stay in here and attack me. I am Spadef. Oh, he did go Stoutland. You so greedy? Why would you do that? Like, you could have Facade, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, I mean, I'll just go Hydreigon. Nothing on my team is very defensive, but this Stoutland's at -2 now. And burned, which is awesome, because that removes a very annoying sweeper from his team right away. I don't really have very much for a Mega... Oh, it's just a regular Steelix? I don't really have very much for a regular Steelix either. I don't know why I said that like it really mattered. I'm gonna go ahead and go Cofagrigus here, and I guess go for another Will-O-Wisp. He goes Toxic, which is fine. I could potentially get an Echoed Voice sweep here if I want to, or if I get a setup on the right thing, and if I get rid of the Sand Setter. I wish I had something to actually hit Stoutland with. I'm trying to work this out because I do kind of want to go for a Z-Memento into Sylveon at some point. But I'm trying to figure out what the best thing to Z-Memento ideally would be. I guess I could have probably figured out that this thing was a Stealth Rock Setter, judging by its name, but I wasn't thinking. So I guess I can just go for a Pain Split here, see what he wants to do, and if he switches, then I get more health. Okay, so he is just gonna go for a burned Earthquake. Alright, at that point, I'm just gonna go Kyurem. It's aggressive, but I still think even with a burn, it's probably gonna pop a Sylveon sub, so I don't really want to go into Sylveon against Steelix. I'm willing to sub up against potentially Stoutland, depending on if it's like Choice Banded or something, and I catch it on a crunch maybe. But I need to kind of think this out, because this is like one of the most hardcore weather teams I've faced in a while. This is like, I give no fucks, and I'm running 3 ground types, 2 steel types, and a rock type. Okay, so he may think he can kill me with an Iron Head, so I'm just gonna go for an Earth Power. Cool. I haven't really actually shown him Scarfed yet, so he probably doesn't want to go Aerodactyl here. He could potentially go Hippowdon. Hippowdon would take an Earth Power fairly well, I think. If Steelix and Empoleon can drop, I'll feel a lot better about Sylveon's chances this game. Because I could potentially just set up on some stuff. I would potentially like to Will-O-Wisp the Hippowdon also, if possible. That would be cool. Alright, so Steelix drops, which is nice. He should just go Arrow here. Okay. So I want to just go Kofag here. I I'm already toxic, which is nice. I'm gonna go for a pain split first, because everything else is at pretty high HP, right? No, I'm just gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp. If he goes... Okay, cool. Because now I should be able... I may have let this thing get a little too low with that, actually. I'll go for a pain split, see if I live. Probably don't. Oh, I live on 2. Sweet. That's a nice pain split, too. So, let's now just go for Z Memento. Okay, I really wanted to go Kyurem here and heal up, but I think this is my opportunity to set up with Sylveon. Napoleon's down to 56. Kyurem would go back up to 75 after rocks. He'll most definitely switch out though, so I need to get my sub. Okay, so I didn't actually even end up using the Z power of Z Memento, but regular Memento absolutely forces a switch here. I would love for him to stay in and slack off, actually, because that just gives me one more turn of Echoed Voice, but he does the right thing and just switches straight out. So, HP Fire's neutral, it's 60, Echoed Voice is resisted stab at 48. Still think Echoed Voice does more. And here I should just be able to double into Magneton, I think. Magneton, it doesn't really have the best SPDEF because it's offensive, obviously. But it should be able to take this somewhat well, because it is like quad resisted. Alright, and Volt Switch is very, very obvious, so I'm going to go for HP Ice here. And Sandstorm's over, so I'm just going to go for HP Ice again. That was a nice analytic boosted HP Ice too. So for those of you that don't know, analytic actually works if your opponent switches out. So even though I am kind of a somewhat contradictory set in Choice Scarf Analytic, since Analytic gives you a boost if you move slower, it still ends up working pretty well because you get to went back into this. That's kind of surprising. It ends up working pretty well because you end up getting the boost if someone switches, but you still get to outspeed stuff a lot of the time. I kind of just want to go for an HP Ice here and do damage to the Hippowdon. But that doesn't make sense. I'll just go Hydreigon. Because I can go for a Tailwind, and depending on what he switches into, go from there. Alright, so now I'm going to U-turn, I think. And I will go... I don't think he's going to double Toxic. If he does, then he's a man. But he does just go for the Slack Off, as I predicted. Okay. I'm going to go for the sub again. Somewhat predictable, but he doesn't really have anything to actually stop it at this point. I kind of want him to stay in and try to pop it with an EQ because I don't think it's going to work. I'd really like for him to try to stay in here in Toxic, but I don't think he's going to do that. He's a smarter player than that, it seems. It's been a good game so far, though. It's actually been a much better live than I was expecting. The practice games weren't really going this well with this team. But outside a super standard Gliscor that just kind of drops every single game and doesn't really do anything, it seems like every team, he does stay in and does go for the EQ, and it does pop it still. That's actually kind of surprising. So I actually can't go for another sub. I have to hope that that was just a roll. It was, but it was a roll in his favor. Okay. So I can go Kyurem here. Ice Beam should... Okay, so I'm at an impasse here because going Empoleon is very, very obvious here. He could even read my double, or read my prediction into Empoleon and go Aerodactyl, but I don't think that's likely. I don't see him going straight Stoutland here, so I think my option is to either Ice Beam, Earth Power, or double, which doesn't make sense. So it's either Ice Beam or Earth Power. I'm gonna go for the Earth Power. I've already shown it, but I need to make the... Do I need to make the read here? Because if he kills me, how do I kill this? With HP Ice? If he goes Empoleon, I don't think I 2-hit KO it, so I need to go Earth Power. He does go Stoutland. Okay. I'm alright with that. I think I'll just sack this at this point, because I'm pretty sure he outspeeds. I am Choice Scarf, so maybe if he's like adamant, I can outspeed. Probably not though. I outspeed. That's actually really surprising. Okay. So he does have Facade, which is kind of what I was worried about. So 317 Scarf outspeeds. I think I lose this game. It was a good game, but I think I lose it still. I'm gonna go for a Tailwind here on the chance that he doubles. But he does just go for the Facade. And I have to lock myself into HP Ice, otherwise I can't hit Hippowdon at all. I could lock myself into Flash Cannon. Flash Cannon's actually probably the better play overall, even though it's resisted by Empoleon. I stand the best shot at taking a hit from that anyway. I don't know if I would have necessarily agreed with sacking Stoutland there, because I feel like he could have probably gotten into it better. I don't think this kills anyway, though. Alright, so that was a GG. What am I at with the time? 34 minutes? Let's scout the next team that we get and see how it goes from there. Alright, this is a fun team, so I want to play this one before we leave. Anything with Alolan Exeggutor I feel like is an auto-play, so... and it's nice that we're UU, so I don't have to fucking worry about that being Mega Metagross. Even though Mega Metagross is being suspect tested right now anyway. Gliscor actually does a decent amount this game in walling Crobat and doing decent damage to both Metagross and Volcanion. Ground type is Gliscor, which I can easily catch with an HP Ice with Magneton, hopefully, fingers crossed. The only option I see to get a sub up with Sylveon this game is on Exeggutor, hopefully going for Leech Seed or something. But Hydreigon looks like a safe play, and if I need to double, I need to double. He does go Crobat, which is kind of what I expected. I'll just go for the U-turn and hopefully get the slow U-turn. I'm expecting a U-turn probably either into Gliscor to get the poison heal or into Ninetales just to scare me out. Instead he just goes straight for Sludge Bomb. Okay. Can actually go Mag here pretty safely, I think, and just go for an HP Ice because it hits both Crobat and Gliscor, depending on how aggressive he wants to be. He does want to just be aggressive because everyone just wants to be aggressive, and he drops. So now I can Volt Switch for free, which is what I wanted. And I actually kind of didn't notice this, but he has 2 4x Grass Weak Pokemon, which makes HP Ice even nicer. HP Ice is twice as nice. But now I need to switch into this and I die. But seriously, how do I switch into this? This may be the game where I just have to stack Sylveon now that I look at it, because literally the only thing it can like do anything to is Exeggutor. So I think I can sack Sylveon and then go Gliscor and hopefully scare it out. I don't want to sack Sylveon. This pains me to do, but I have to do it. He's Physical Volcanion. Okay. I'm not even mad. I guess I'll go for a Psyshock in case he goes hard Crobat for some reason. Yeah, I was prepared to sack Sylveon anyway, so I guess it didn't really matter. So now I'll just go Gliscor. I'll actually get Rocks up this game because 3 of his things on his team are weak to it. Okay, so he's mixed. That's interesting. But I can just click Thunderbolt now, and Thunderbolt will kill this and do a lot of damage to whatever switches in. I guess I shouldn't have confidently said it will kill this, because he could have been Assault Vest, especially with him switching moves. But since he was not Assault Vest, it killed. So now he should go Exeggutor here, I would think. I don't know if you heard that beep, but that beep means my laundry's done, so this will officially be the last battle. But that's fine, because it's actually been a pretty great live, to be honest. I feel like the games have been pretty good. So I'm gonna go hard Cofagrigus here, because I don't want this thing setting up on me, and if it does set up, I want to be able to Will-O-Wisp it. Will-O-Wisp it or Crobat. Okay, so it just... ah, man, I missed. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go for a Pain Split to get back health first. Yum. So I should be able to just Shadow Ball here since he's staying in for some reason. I don't know why he kept staying in with Metagross. Maybe he thought I didn't actually have anything to hit him with. But that's a pretty big threat out of the way for Magneton, who's looking pretty damn nice now. You're not... You're Snow Warning? Why? Or Snow Cloak? So I don't exactly have the best switch into this, so I think I'm just gonna go for the Z Memento again, on the off chance that he switches. Alright, so I have officially scared you out, and I'm gonna go for HP Ice again. Because I feel like even if you stay in, I could just double. Okay. Fine, I'll just go Kyurem then. Like, I mean, good play on you to stay in, but... or to read me, I guess. And you're not choiced, which means that I outspeed, which is perfect. Since you are insistent on staying in for some reason, I'm just gonna Flash Cannon you. should be able to sack Hydreigon here and then kill with either of my Choice Scarfers here. Because I don't think Crobat Scarfed. It could be Banded, I guess, but likely not, I guess. I'll just go Kyurem and wrap it up here. So thank you guys for coming by. This is a fun live, and I hope you guys liked it too. The team, in terms of like composition, I feel was a little bit more like standard UU, I guess. I didn't really dive down into like too many lower tiers or anything to pick Pokemon, but I hope you guys like seeing Echoed Voice, because that was a lot of fun to use that one battle. And I feel like everything else worked out pretty well. I wish the GG now. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys next time. Again, if you guys have any set suggestions or Pokemon you want to see, leave them down below. And